Hey everybody, good morning. So the doctor of love and kindness and I are on a walk. There he is right there, wagging his tail. And I am just, just clearing my thoughts. And so I thought, hey, they are profound for me. Perhaps this message will be profound for you. And the catalyst is just a couple of days ago, it was my dad's birthday. Happy birthday to my belated dad, who I believe would be 89 years old. And I just wanted to thank him. How about that? It's his birthday and I feel like he has given me a gift. And I wanted to thank him because, yes, I struggled with a very deep father wound for the majority of my life. Really up until just the time that he passed away, so I was 40. I just turned 52. But my dad was the source of a very deep father wound, and he was also the source in my work, my decision to forgive my dad, to forgive myself. That was the source and the key to capacity, the key to the capacity to really love and be loved, free. Hold on one second. Hey doc, don't eat that please. Thank you, leave it. Free to love and be loved, free to forgive, and really the ability to move from fear into new levels of freedom. And what I know to be true is that bitterness, the unresolved hurt, the woundedness, the anger, the resentment, a lot of it rightfully so. Like, I had every reason to feel those things in a lot of ways, but those things impacted my mental health. I struggled a lot with anxiety and depression. I definitely, throughout my younger years in particular, also, the compound effect of all of those things and not belonging and not being seen by dad, I definitely experienced a few times where I wanted to take my life. I mean, it was deep and it was heavy and it was hurtful. And today I am free. And I want you to know that today I am free. And it's because of choices. It's because I went on the path of, exploring what could forgiveness look like and why is it so important? Why is it important in my life? Why is it important for my mind, my body, my soul? Because it has the tendency, bitterness and holding grudges and things, most definitely for me and, for clients that I coach, and likely for you too, it impacts our relationships. It impacts our creativity. It impacts our ability and desire to take risks or to, go after our dreams. That's the pitfall. And what I know to be true is many people live their whole lives struggling with a lack of forgiveness. And so I think I am lucky. I think I am blessed. If I was to say I'm proud of something, it would be proud of sticking out and going the distance to do this healing work that was decades in the making. But if you don't know me, here's the beautiful story. My dad and I were estranged for sure, and I got a nudge, an intuition, a gut in my feeling, things that actually came into my inbox that said, reach out to your dad. When that happens, I'm noting it, but when it happens in repetition, I am aware and I'm going to move into action, because I have learned, by the way, I have come to learn through doubt and curiosity, that those nudges are for my good. Not only for my good, they're for the good of those who are in my sphere as well when I take action after I have repetition. I have also learned that, you know what, these come from the divine. They just do. Because the divine has a better plan for me. Certainly if I was just listening to my own voice, I would be very stuck very often. But so on the third nudge to reach out to my dad, after I had tried and tried and tried and been rejected and had been met with failure on that, I reached out to my dad. We had a beautiful conversation. It was quick, it was short. It was right after I turned 40. And I realized that, oh my gosh, my dad, he loves me, and I love my dad. And there was a spirit of forgiveness. There was a spirit of, hey, come and visit Kim, because he had moved to Arizona. This is now 12 years ago, before he died. And there was a shift in his countenance. And I was so glad that I called. I said, yeah, Dad, I'll come and visit. I just need to save my pennies and I'll come and visit. What I want you to know is that was a divine appointment between my dad and I, a divine intervention. It was my gift and opportunity to say yes to the call of repetition through intuition, the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, to call my dad. And I'm so glad I did, because it was almost a week to the day later that my dad unexpectedly died of a heart attack, just like that. But I got to hear that my dad loved me. I got to tell my dad that I loved him. I got to know in my heart and in his heart that the forgiveness had happened, and that, come here, Doc, that the cycle of unforgiveness had stopped with us. We did our work before it was too late. And so it has given me the capacity. Let me just say, this month has been an incredible month since I've been back from Arizona. A lot of life has happened. Come, Doc. Come. A lot of celebration. This has been a month for me to hold a lot of space for celebration, for setback, for some disappointment. And what I know to be true is it all came from being clean and clear in my mind and in my spirit and in my soul, not harboring bitterness or resentment, especially from my dad, because that affects every aspect of your life. And so when I got home in 30 days, I want you to know that we had medical emergencies. We had our 10-year anniversary, my husband's birthday, my birthday. We had $40,000 worth of water damage. We had an emergency dog appointment because of a lump that we found on Dr. Prescott. Stop right now. Sit down. I had client celebrations, birthdays for which I was gifted to them a personal style and shop experience so that they could feel more comfortable and confident in their own skin. We had my nephew's wedding. Life has been rich. Life has been full. And it has required of me presence. It has required of me capacity. It has required of me not to be fixated on myself, but to hold space for others so that I can celebrate them, so I can celebrate me, and with joy and gratitude. And by the way, let me just say, I'll say joy of the Lord. Thank God. Because this was pretty intense. There was a lot of opportunity to create new bitterness, new frustration, and yet the power of forgiveness has set me free. Has it set you free? What I learned this month, it was such a beautiful quote. It says, truth and freedom go together. Who's ready to step into truth and move from fear into new levels of freedom through forgiveness? Thank you, Dad, for helping me do that. And I hope this message was fruitful for any of you who may be struggling with some of these things as well. Make it a great day, and bye for now. I have to see if I can show you this background. Can you see how beautiful it is? It's tricky. What I'm looking at is stunning. To include my pup, make it a great day. Bye for now.